Have you ever plugged your phone into a power bank, walked away, and wondered what happens when the battery finally reaches full charge? Does the power bank keep pushing electricity into your phone forever? Does it somehow know the exact moment to stop? And if it really does stop, how can a small plastic box understand what is happening inside a battery it cannot even see? Today, we will uncover how a power bank knows when to stop charging, and the clever technology that keeps your batteries from being overcharged, right here on History of Simple Things. A modern power bank looks simple: a rechargeable battery, a few electronic components, and one or more USB ports. But hidden inside is a small battery management system that makes decisions every time you plug something in. The story begins with the rise of rechargeable lithium-ion batteries, which transformed portable electronics in the 1990s. Unlike older rechargeable battery technologies, lithium-ion batteries could store a lot of energy in a relatively small and lightweight package. That made them ideal for laptops, mobile phones, cameras, and eventually the power banks we carry in our bags today. To understand how a power bank stops charging, we first need to understand what full actually means to a lithium-ion battery. A battery does not simply fill with electricity like a bottle filling with water. Instead, charging moves lithium ions between different materials inside the battery. During charging, lithium ions move toward the negative electrode and become stored there. The charger controls the voltage and current, so this chemical process happens within safe limits. And this is where things get interesting. A lithium-ion battery is normally charged in stages. At first, the charger can supply a relatively high current. This is called constant current charging. As the battery's voltage approaches its designed maximum, typically around 4.2 volts for many traditional lithium-ion cells, the charging system changes its behavior. Instead of continuing to push the same amount of current, it holds the voltage near that limit while the charging current gradually falls. Inside a power bank, this job is handled by charging circuitry. It monitors the battery's voltage and controls the charging current. When the battery reaches the target voltage and the charging current has fallen to a sufficiently low level, the charging circuit can terminate the main charging process. In many designs, the system may also periodically check the battery and provide a small amount of maintenance charging if necessary, depending on the charger design and battery management strategy. But there is an important detail. The power bank is not actually talking to your phone's battery in the way a person might imagine. In a typical USB power bank, the power bank supplies regulated electrical power to the phone. The phone itself contains its own charging circuitry, which determines how to charge its internal battery. So there are really two different systems involved. The power bank has to protect and manage its own battery. Meanwhile, your phone has its own battery management system that controls charging of the phone's battery. When you connect the two, the power bank essentially behaves like a portable power source, while the phone handles the more important decision about charging its internal battery. That is why a modern power bank contains much more than just a battery. Depending on its design, it can include charging controllers, voltage regulators, temperature monitoring, overcurrent protection, short-circuit protection, and over-voltage protection. Some designs also use multiple lithium-ion cells connected together. which makes monitoring and balancing even more important. So what happens when your power bank reaches 100%? The charging circuit detects that the battery has reached its intended charging condition and reduces or stops the charging current. The indicator lights may change, the display may show 100%, and the power bank may enter a low power state. But that does not mean the battery has become a completely inactive object. Batteries naturally lose a small amount of charge over time, and electronic circuits also consume tiny amounts of energy while operating. There is another reason you should not think of 100% as an absolutely perfect measurement. The percentage shown on a power bank is an estimate based on battery voltage, current flow, charging history, and the behavior of the battery management system. The actual amount of energy stored is more complicated than a simple number from 0 to 100, and this is why charging technology is designed around limits rather than simply waiting for a battery to feel full. The system is constantly measuring electrical conditions and making controlled adjustments. If the battery gets too hot, if the voltage goes outside an expected range, or if an abnormal current is detected, protective circuitry can interrupt charging or disconnect the battery from the output. So, does a power bank really know when to stop charging? Not in the human sense. It does not understand that your battery is full. Instead, sensors and electronic circuits measure voltage, current, temperature, and other electrical conditions. Algorithms and control circuits then use those measurements to decide how much power should flow and when charging should end. The next time you plug your phone into a power bank and walk away, remember what is happening inside that little box. There is no tiny battery expert sitting there watching the percentage climb. There is a carefully engineered system measuring electrical conditions, controlling energy, and protecting a chemical device from being pushed beyond its limits. What looks like a simple portable charger is actually a small piece of decades of battery engineering, quietly making sure that when your phone says 100%, the charging process knows when enough really is enough. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.